even come close to doing that before because it was so plugged up and it would almost die when it idled down. Now it's not dying at all.
Wow. So talk about what happened. Like there was no power.
Yeah, there was no power. It would idle okay, but then when you try to step on it, it would bog down because the catalytic converter in the front broke apart. There's honeycomb stuff in there, platinum and gold, and the honeycomb that's supposed to get rid of the emissions. It breaks down the particles of the gasoline. And then there's 3 catalytic converters on this car, plus a muffler. And the front one is the one that broke up because it was misfiring so much, and all the gas got in there. Instead of passing through, it built up because it was plugged.
Dang.
And it all blew through, and it got plugged up in this one here. It built up in the front of this one, which is honeycombed also, so it plugged that. And it probably didn't get to this one. This is number 2, this is number 3 catalytic converter, and then there's a muffler.
Okay.
The front one in the front is attached to the engine on the back side of the engine, and all that stuff got blown through. And if you take a look in this coffee can, this is what blew out of that catalytic converter and blew into the one that I just had my foot on. That's the honeycomb stuff, and that's supposed to break up the emissions and neutralize all the contaminants that gets in the air.
So that's all material that built up against that honeycomb thing that's in the...
Correct.
Wow.
This is the same thing, the same stuff that's in the other one that I had my foot on there.
Okay.
But the other one didn't let it through, so it just built up on it, so it couldn't pass through. So the engine couldn't create exhaust. In other words, it all got backed up into the engine.
Right. Wow.
And that's what's inside the catalytic converters.
First, what happened is that you actually had to replace, what is that thing called again?
That is the EGR valve.
So that had a hole in it. The other one had a hole in it because it was so clogged up that it blew a hole in that thing. Yeah. Check this out.
Here it is.
Look at that. So.
Alright, we had serious hesitation before. The catalytic converter, the front one was plugged up. I emptied it out and warmed up now. Wouldn't even come close to doing that before because it was so plugged up and it would almost die when it idled down. Now it's not dying at all.
Yay! So awesome. Cool. Thanks, Pops. You rock.
Go.
So, we were looking on YouTube. Everybody said it was, what did they replace?
They replaced the, well, they replaced this first.
Yeah.
I replaced this first because I didn't know what created that.
Right.
It was the back pressure that just blew that hole in.
Yeah.
And then they said a lot of things. I went through everything that was suggested,
right,
which could have been a possible cause of the issue, without getting to the nasty part first, which is the catalytic converter. And it boiled down to the catalytic converter because I still couldn't get it figured out until everything else was replaced, and now I'm in the nasty part.
Right. So look, all that stuff, and we looked on YouTube all over the place, and we couldn't find the answer, and you found it, and we're gonna put this on YouTube. And this is a backyard mechanic, old school.
Front yard in this case.
Front yard in this case, but still old school mechanic. That is so badass, Pops. That is so cool.
The neighbor's coming over to say, what the hell is all that noise?
But anyways, yeah, so, yeah, it's awesome. All right, cool. Hope that helps with everybody. See you, bye.